Oh, that's a nice ball.
G'day there. I am the Dream Team Guru. I'm joined again by the Rookie Guru for this extra round 13, I think it is at the moment, extra round 13 special, because we got so much out of the game last night. Sydney played Geelong.
Whoa, what a surprise.
I couldn't believe it when they kicked that goal at that time.
Yeah, right on the... Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
amazing.
And looking at my Dream Team after one game, I'm sitting on 0 points.
I'm not.
Yeah, cool. But look, let's not talk about last night. Let's talk about now. We're doing a very special episode. It's one we've been excited about all week. We could barely contain ourselves on last night's episode from actually revealing more about it. But this is it. This is the Mike Watts Show. It's been a regular segment, but now we've got him. In fact, here he is. It's Mike.
What's going on?
So Mike, as we all know, has been a regular segment of ours for since we started. When we set up the leagues this year, Mike made a comment about Rookie Guru's looks, and if you could just stand off camera a bit more. Yep, that's great. Now we've got the good-looking ones on, and we've got Mike to make some special comments this week. So Mike's done a bit of a review of Rookie's list to help build the banter. What have you found this week?
Look, basically, I had a quick look through Rookie's list and Rookie's team. I mean, I don't know what it was like when it started. My personal opinion, this is round 13. We're one game down last night with the Swans and Geelong playing. By now, you pretty much should have a very, very close to a complete team. From what, trading smartly and setting out a smart plan from the start of the season is two things that I believe are pretty important to this little game. And from what I can see, Rookie's team's exactly that. It's a rookie team, let's be honest.
Yep.
A couple of notes that I made. You've got players like Mackie and Burgoyne and fallen premiums like young Joey Montagna, who's not so old anymore, or young I should say. Guys like that probably not going to net you the points that you need. Let's be honest, we're all in this game to score points, and I'm sorry, but 1,800 points every week is probably not where you'd like to be. Daisy Thomas in your midfield, risky pick. I liked it. Showed some good form at the end of last season. Hasn't paid off though. Averaging, I think it's about 95 at the moment. That area of the field, you want super primos. You want your guys averaging 110, 120 plus. Your Dane Swans, your Joe Watsons, your Gary Abletts, your Matty Boyds, your superstars of the game. While Daisy's good, he's not that great. In your midfield also, midfield players only. You don't want your guys like Chappie. What's he, 108 years old now? Bald head running around like an idiot. You need guys like that in your forward line. Whilst he's a good forward line player, not for your midfield. Not for your midfield at all. As I said earlier, look, my team, with the strategy that I put in place over the buys, traded super aggressively. I think I've used 8 trades over the buy period. You should have pretty much a completed team. So that's basically what I've sort of picked up so far. As I said, I don't know what your trade history's been. I haven't looked that far into it. I'm not even sure if I can. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think Rookie's got quite a few trades up his sleeve to come home strong at the end of the year. But and I'm kind of in the same position with the Dream Team Guru squad, but you're probably a few weeks ahead of us as far as having the midfield locked down, and I'm sure that... How many trades would you have left now, Mike?
I'm not going to reveal exactly how many.
But it's a number?
It's less than 10, but not less than 5.
Right. So you'd be conservative now with injuries now being closer to season ending if they come, and also with finals in mind, or at least Dream Team finals.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Look, I've been a bit more cautious with my picks this year. I've sort of tried to pick players that are a bit more durable than most. In doing that, as I said, I went for a more aggressive strategy over our first year that we've had these multi-buy rounds. So I thought I'm going to take a punt this year, see how we go, make some notes, learn from this year. Hey, if what I've done works, come round 22 or 23 or however many rounds we've got now, fantastic. If it doesn't work, lesson learned.
Do you have a pick in your team that you consider unique?
Not really. I mean, I started the year with Joe. I started with the year with a 5 primo midfield, or 5 super primo midfield, with the belief of there was enough depth in defence. You know, your defence being your lowest scoring zone. I decided to load up on mids early, leaving less midfield upgrades. In hindsight, was it the right call? You know, you could probably toss a coin there.
It banks on you getting it right first time round, doesn't it? Because you don't want to do the sideways
trade. Right.
Yeah.
So it's, and as I said, you know, I made a couple of calls early on. You know, when Ablett went down early, from what I've seen and having a knee injury myself in the past, I thought he'd be out for longer than 2 weeks. So I traded him. I've since got him back, obviously, as every good midfield should have. But since then, other than that, I mean, there's been a lot of carnage this year. I'm probably 5 trades short on where I'd like to be at this time of year.
Yep.
With a completed team. If I didn't have the LTIs, which I've had, which has been 5, then I'd be in a lot better position than what I am right now, trades wise. Other than that, I'm exactly where I wanted to be at this time of year.
Sweet. Yeah. I've been hit pretty hard with the buys this year, particularly in the first week. I think I got 1,250 in week 1 of the buys. And surprisingly, that equaled 5 losses in the 5 leagues I'm in. Last week I had a pretty good week. I think I had 3 wins and 2 losses, but this week I'm still carrying a couple of donuts, so I don't think I really forward-proofed the buy strategy enough this year. For me, last year, it was all I thought about with a buy each week, and like with Essendon having the buy in the last round of the year, I decided I wasn't going to have any Essendon plays because I didn't want any come grand final time. But, you know, for a problem like that, you need to make the grand final, and that's where my plan fell apart. But yeah, so this year I took the other approach, which was don't worry about the buy, pick the team you want with the cash you've got, and kind of base the judgments around what the decisions you make early in the season. Well, I've got a lot of trades up my sleeve. I reckon I've got over 15 left, maybe just on 15, something around those lines anyway, where I'm going to trade heavily in the back half and be still conservative to have quite a few trades come finals time. But saying that, in the league that the 3 of us are in, I was first about 4 weeks ago, and now I'm 9th. So the buys have killed me, and I might have to trade hard to actually get back to where I want to be. Whereas we're all looking at Mike. Mike's second in that league, and I'll tell you what, if I was the team in top spot, I'd be a little bit worried. I didn't do you any favours last week though, Mike. I lost to the guy that's on top spot by about 12 points or so. So
that's all right, because Rookie's going to knock him off this week.
Awesome. Yay! And you guys haven't faced off yet, I don't believe, in the league.
I don't think so.
That's going to be epic. I think that the Rookie's going to save a couple of trades, especially for that round.
Yeah, look, I really do. If there's one match that I do have to win, it's going to be that one.
No, we have. We played 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
did we? Oh.
And given that you've won your last 5...
then I probably lost.
I believe that, just looking at the numbers now, lads, it was a 308-point win to myself.
Wow. That's, is that a big margin?
It's a margin.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't really matter if you lose by 1 or lose by 308 though, does it?
It does to my pride.
Right.
So well done on that.
Yeah. I had a feeling that you weren't playing to the final round, but maybe I've got my legs confused or something like that. I don't know.
What have I got? I've got Dr. Dream Team this week, and we all know how good he is.
Yeah, there's a lot of hatred out there for the Doctor. I think it's because we all really want his job.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty sweet job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I've got what? I've got Mrs. Dream Team Guru the week after that.
No, that is going to be a big match.
She has 24 trades left.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's going to trade aggressively.
You can only use 2 every week, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And I think there might be 12 weeks left. No, 10 weeks left. But you know what? Yeah. Is it about how many trades you've got left in the end? I don't know. No. Yeah. Oh, this is really hard to do. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. With the trades you've got left and the midfield kind of sorted for yourself now, Mike.
Yep.
Is it all about reactive trades from now on, or is it about about keeping them for the finals and seeing where your team's at?
I've got one trade that I'm going to be making between now and the end of the season.
Right.
Any in, of course.
Yep.
Of the 3 trades I made this week, because we've just gone to lockout, I believe, as my computer. Yep, we're in lockout. So yeah, I've made 3 trades this week. Brought in Dane Beams, Dane Swan, and Jack Grimes.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's basically that finishes my team. I've got a complete team now. So I should be starting to pump out some pretty decent numbers. As of next week.
Yeah, brilliant. Because as you mentioned, lockout occurred last night. No, that's all right. Yeah, I'm looking at bringing in a midfielder that's averaging either high 90s or low 100s. That's only in 4,000 teams. Trent Cotchin jumping on as my unique. And I was tossing him up between him and Andrew Swallow, but I've decided on Cotchin if he stays on the park, and I'm going to bring in Ablett. I've been waiting for it. Been waiting for the buys to fall the way they are. So coming off the buys, they're the 2 I'm bringing in, and that will pretty much have my midfield done. Then I've got to fix my defence, which is just shocking. I wanted to get rid of Marty Clark about 5 weeks ago, but at the moment he's my 3rd best defender. So he's safe.
At least he's playing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've been. Peter Yagmore is like a swear word in my house at the moment. I'm just waiting for him to play his 3rd so I can get rid of him.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, he played round 1, made 8.
Hey, that's more than I've scored.
You look at Collingwood's list and who's playing this week. You know, Swan, Reid, and Tarrant are back in. That's 3 pretty big ins that Yagmore's going to fight with to get a spot. So
Yagmore's been fighting to get on the emergency pine, let alone in the starting 22. So yeah,
he'll be lucky to cut the oranges down there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we might wrap it up there, but thanks very much for this very special edition of Mike Watch, being a part of it. No doubt there will be more banner to follow in the coming days and weeks. So good luck in League 5. Not too much luck, but luck all the same.
Good luck to the rookie. The rookie knocks off the top spot. I go top this week.
Yeah, we're all barracking for the rookie.
Excellent. Look, I'll be pretty excited if I can do that.
Yeah. Cool. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.